Walking forth, the king of the dead tells Jin that if he wanted to, he could live in this world for eternity, adding that it'd be like never waking from the most wonderful dream. Jin asks if he's telling him to remain trapped within this illusion he's created, but the king of the dead denies creating this world and says Jin is responsible for its creation. He explains that it's a world created by combining Jin's desire to correct his mistakes up to this point together with the Monarch's power. In other words, this is his territory. This is the eternal rest. In other words, death. He tells Jin that he's been watching him for far longer than he could possibly imagine. He, who had always been closer to death than anyone, yet so desperately resisting against it. He is the record of Jin Woo's struggles, the evidence of his resistance and the reward of his sufferings. He is death. He is eternal rest, as well as terror. He is Sung Jin Woo. Within the sovereign's territory, Jin can do anything he wants, he says, while growing a tree from his palm. Jin can turn the monarch's servants into his own and absorb his power from them. The monarch says that although it's only possible within his own territory, the power to create, destroy, and change the world is an omnipotent power. Jin asks if he's saying that they both possess the same power, and the king responds that he's been waiting for the day they finally meet for a long time now. Introducing himself as the Shadow Monarch, the king of the dead who rules over the power of death, and the administrator of the deepest part of the darkness, Jin asks why he was chosen, and the Shadow Monarch says that he shall show him their beginning and end, and also Jin Woo's beginning. Meanwhile, the Beast Monarch confirms Jin's death as Thomas Andre realizes that Hunter Sung's presence just disappeared and questions what happened. Beck calls it impossible now, knowing that there isn't anyone who can stop those magical beasts. Taegyu thinks that he shouldn't have listened to that person earlier, and maybe they could stop them if they bombarded them right now. No, they must stop them. Now that even the national level hunters have failed to subdue them, there is no going back. Roaring for everyone to fire on his signal at the magical beast that looks like a white walker, the monarch whips around, stopping Taegyu in his tracks, moments before Jin's body begins emitting shadowy aura as it's revealed his purple heart is now beating. This shocks the two monarchs who jump for the body knowing that they must stop the true king from descending now after Jin's death. However, the beast gets booted in the fucking face, causing him to fly into the Frost Monarch, sending them both crashing into a building. Sung Il-hwan slides in front of his son's body, declaring that from here on, none shall touch this child. This arc continues.